Hey guys, Brian Perez and my dog Apollo. I'm a licensed agent in North and South Carolina with Carolina Homes Connection. And today I want to talk to you about market awareness. Market awareness, that's right. And guys, if you go back on my YouTube channel, you've been following me, you're probably like, gosh, why is Brian always outdoors? Like, why is he never wearing a suit and a tie and all that stuff? Guys, I want you to understand, first of all, I love the outdoors. I love my personal time. I love my family time. I love to travel. I love to go to little hole in the wall places. I'll never forget where I came from. And guys, I've been in the industry for 20 plus years. I used to be a lender for 9 years. So I was the guy sitting behind the desk, talking to the agents, analyzing every single potential buyer that came through my desk, looking at their credit report, talking to them, qualifying them, pre-approving them, and finally approving them for them to be able to get the loan and move on to the next step in the process. And so I did that for 9 years. And during that time also, I was an investor. I bought properties, never to flip, but to buy and hold. I bought them, I rented them, I held them, and then eventually I sold them. And I don't do that anymore. I just have my primary residence. I just realized that wasn't for me. I'm not saying it's not for everyone. I'm just saying it's not for me. I've just realized that I don't want to deal with tenants anymore. and guys, and I've been an agent. I've been a licensed agent for here in the Carolinas, North and South Carolina, for since late 2015. And I was licensed prior to that, when I lived in Vegas, but I never sold real estate. I just used it to go on the MLS. But guys, I wanted to talk to you about market awareness. And why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you all this because when I used to be a lender and I was sitting behind the desk and I would see what agents were pricing homes at, this is when I was living in Las Vegas, I would be like, wait a minute, I think that house may be worth a little bit more than that. And what happens is agents, sometimes we lose that awareness. We're so busy being out there talking to people every single day and looking at homes that we lose track of what's possible in the market. So in other words, when a market shift comes, we may hear about it, but a lot of times we're really not ready for it because we're not aware of it, if that makes any sense. And so now, as an agent, I believe you got to have market awareness, but where does that market awareness come from? And guys, what I've realized is it actually comes from sitting down with my clients and just finding out where they're at. We recently priced a home at a certain amount. I'm not going to talk about the specific home, but we priced it at a certain price. And I was like, gosh, you know what? Maybe we should price it a little bit lower than that. And the owner was like, no, I want to price it this. Anyways, I set the right expectation. I'm like, hey, listen, if for some reason you're not getting any showings or any offers within the first week, then we need to go ahead and reduce the price, which we did. And it eventually sold for more than what I thought it was going to sell. And here's the thing, guys, it appraised. And when the appraisal came in, I was like, holy crap. Now, I am not in control of the appraisal. Every appraiser is different, and you never know what the appraiser is going to come in at. But my point is that we came together, the seller and I came together as a team, guys, and that's where I can be a benefit to you. Because even though I'm out there in the trenches, you're out there doing your homework, right? And if you're like, hey, Brian, let's price it at this price and see what happens. And if for some reason I'm not getting any showings, then you know what? I'm okay with reducing the price, because at the end of the day, there's 3 reasons that a house won't sell. It's either location, condition, or price. And 9 out of 10 times, it's always price. So guys, market awareness. Let me tell you what's happening right now. And if you're thinking about selling in the near future, in 2024, we need to talk. I'm going to get up and walk. We need to talk. Let me tell you why. If you look at my past videos over the last 3 to 5 months, you'll see that And guys, this is all my professional opinion. Just my professional opinion from experience and observation, and just from networking with other agents and being out there in the trenches. The last 3 to 5 months, if you look at my YouTube videos, I preach that now is the time to buy if you're a buyer. Yeah, although rates were at 8% at one time, hovering in the mid 7s, high 7s, why was it time to buy? It was a time to buy, guys, because sellers finally realized that they were overpriced, and they had to lower their price in order for buyers to buy, to attract the right buyers that were sitting on the sidelines. But the smart agents were already preparing their sellers. Hey, listen, instead of reducing the price, why don't we take that money, whether it's 20, 30 grand, whatever the lender will allow, and buy down that buyer's rate? Because guys, at the end of the day, most people don't pay cash, and it's all about payment. So instead of getting a rate of 7 6/8, you know, why don't you get a rate of, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, of 6%? Buy down that rate. So guys, now, let me tell you what's happening. Now rates are up in the high 6s as of this video. What does that mean? That means that all these buyers that have been sitting on the sideline, they're not coming out. But guess what? Inventory is still short. Guys, the law of supply and demand is always in motion. Remember that. The law of supply and demand is always in motion. So what does that mean? Guys, that means that you as a seller probably are not going to get back the power. Now, I'm not talking about putting your house up at a ridiculous number like what was happening back a couple years ago. What I'm talking about, guys, is sell it for the most amount of money this market will bear, price it on the higher end, and if it's a nice home in a great location, in good condition, guys, your house is gonna sell. So get a hold of me. My number is 702-469-1947, 702-469-1947. Send me a message. I'm on Facebook, and I'm on LinkedIn. Text me. Let's sit down and talk. And you guys, just remember, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because preparation is always the best step. Prepare yourself. And when you work with me, we will always begin with the end in mind. Make it an amazing day. See ya.